Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're joining us from. And today is so bright. Thank you so much. I really want to wish our Muslim brethren today their commences their Ramadan. We pray all their aspirations in life will be fulfilled. Okay, so namaste, namaskar, ndeo, imela, and salam alaikum. Today is another blockbuster webinar. Actually, it's going to be an interactive webinar with our specialist here, a graphotherapy specialist in our midst today. Do you know what? Let me tell you something. There is something, or maybe you never know what your there is a character. You are going to learn a lot today because he who stops learning stops knowing. Do you know that your handwriting your handwriting your handwriting says a lot about you? You will soon find out from, in fact, you're going to find out from the master, the specialist himself. And today is going to be awesome because this graphotherapy, there's a lot that you're going to learn about. Honestly, I'm just hearing about it from this platform. It's not I'm just start hearing about it. I'm not the only one that is novice here. So join us to learn a lot about graphotherapy, how this therapy could transform your personality, your concept, even to improve in your self-conscious mind, fear, and so on and so forth. Let me just hold it a bit because it's not never going to be a dull moment with us today. Our specialist is here. But before we do that, I would really like to welcome those that are joining us. Okay, let's go to our social media to find out those that have tuned in with us. And I'm your favorite host, Uchelin is my name, founder of 24 Digit Skills, principal education officer from Nigeria. So stay tuned. Please click on this live event to share with your friends to join us because they are going to learn a lot as regards to this subject matter, graphotherapy, and the specialist is here with us to share with us from his nuggets of wisdom on how this should be taken care of or done. Okay, let's go. All right, I can see Joseph from Malaysia. Thank you. Oh, Philippians, thank you so much for tuning in. Could you please tell us where you're joining us from? Razor, Karim, thank you so much. Oh, Mariam, all the way from Georgia, thank you for tuning in. Today, we are here to learn with and from each other. Today's webinar has its own unique and awesomeness because this is a different ball game. Let me ask you again, what does your handwriting says about you? You will soon find out. Just hold on, don't go nowhere. Let's continue to welcome those that have just joining us. Oh, Prince, you're joining us from YouTube. Thank you so much. You're from Oman. Thank you so much for tuning in. And click on the share and the share live share to share. Invite other educators to join us. I'm not the only one that are going to have a lot of takeaway that I'll be going home with today. Please do that. Oh, Rima Sinija from India. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, thank you so much. Shidon Frunza, thank you from Romania. Thank you so much. We also have Marine all the way from Georgia. Thank you for tuning in. Wow. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today is going to be awesome because this is a different, it's going to be an interactive session like no other. So permit me to introduce to you our specialist, the graphotherapist. Oh, graphotherapy specialist in our midst. Sorry if I didn't use the words right. Permit me to welcome him first before we proceed with the business of the day. So, right now, I will call upon the most phenomenal, exquisite, handsome, I don't even know the right word to say it, and an expert, graphotherapy expert in our midst, Mr. or expert Navin, all the way from India. Sir, the stage is all yours now.
Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. I thank Uche very much for giving me an opportunity on this platform to let people know more about graphotherapy, what it is, and how it is going to help us. See, it is an amazing science. In the year about, I think, 400 or 500 AD, about 2000 years back, there was a
Could you please introduce yourself? Sorry, sir.
yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please introduce yourself, please? Could you please
Yeah,
introduce
sure.
yourself?
Yeah, sure. See, I am Naveen Toshniwal, based in Jaipur city in India. uh, I am born and brought up in a city called Calcutta, and then I have shifted to Jaipur about 25 years back. Now I am looking after my family business. We are into manufacturing of industrial and instrumentation cables. Now, for the last 2 decades or maybe more, I am following grapho analysis and graphotherapy as a passion. I started learning this from my father, and thereafter, I have done self study and done online courses and read books on the subject to gain more knowledge about it. So, this is a brief introduction about myself.
Wow. Let's give him a drum roll because he's an expert of its kind. He's so special today. He's going to narrow it down to a layman's language because this grammar is something else. He's going to break it down. So let's start with, because I've just started hearing about graphotherapy, graphology, and so on and so forth. I don't know why all this while that I've never heard about that. It just this year I've started hearing about graphotherapy. That is why it's good for us to he who stop or she who stops knowing, learning stops knowing. So we are here today to learn with and from each other. Since we have an expert here with us, let's just start with, what is grapho analysis and therapy? Could you please share with us what this is all about? Sir, the stage is all yours now.
Yeah, sure. See, I will put it in three parts. First part is graphology. Most of us have heard about this term. It is basically a comparison of two handwritings, whether they are belonging to the same person or not. This is regularly being used by forensic science departments to check whether two handwritings are same. Suppose someone has done fraud in the bank or forged or cheated a signature, then in that case, the forensic department will be employing graphology experts to determine whether the handwritings belong to the same person or not. Now, the second part is grapho analysis. That is actually analysis of personality and character through the strokes in the handwriting. Now, this is very important because it is not how nice your handwriting is, how bad it is, how good it looks. No, it has nothing to do with that. It is the strokes in the handwriting. which define your personality and characteristics, like the particular way in which you are writing your Y or T or A or any other letter, the slant of the handwriting, whether it is right slant, left slant, or straight handwriting, whether handwriting is big, whether they're small in size. All these important aspects define the personality of a person. This is what grapho analysis is. And the third part, therapy, which is most important. After analysis, what happens? We are able to do the analysis and read the character and personality in details. But how about improving on the positive traits and getting over or improving on the negative traits? This is what graphotherapy talks about. Here you are supposed to consciously change some small strokes in your handwriting. Thereafter, it will impact your subconscious. When you consciously change some strokes, it will send signals to the subconscious to actually change you. And this is a proven science where you can actually feel the changes in yourself just by practicing small changes in the strokes, and you will change within a duration of about 3 weeks. So this is graphology, graphoanalysis, and graphotherapy.
Wow. Grapho analogy, grapho therapy, and analysis. That is really awesome. I believe, okay, before we proceed, we have a lot to learn from you today. That is on this show with us today. Please, let's go to a comment section to find out if there's any reaction to what you've just said before we proceed, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Could you please tell us where you're tuning in, where you're joining us from? Okay. Ponam Gauti, I believe you're tuning in from India. Thank you for tuning in. Tell us where you are joining us from. All right. I don't think there's no question yet. Please, you are here. This is just another classroom. You are to ask your questions. Okay. All right. So we are going to proceed. Since there's no question for you now, let's proceed with the graph ideology analysis and yeah, I hope I got it right. I'm a student today. I'm going to learn a lot from our expert. So could you please differentiate this for us? What is the difference between graphology and graphotherapy?
See, I just explained to you that graphology is a very basic science where you are just comparing two handwritings, whether they belong to the same person or not. Graphotherapy is actually
Okay.
consciously making
Okay,
some
yeah. It's
changes
true.
in the strokes of the handwriting so that you can actually change your personality or
Okay.
get over your negative traits within a short period of time.
Wow. Okay. Why is it all this why that maybe it has this science has not become so popular? Could you please tell us how old this science has been in existence?
See, actually, about 2000 years back, there was a well known Greek scholar, Aristotle. He was the first person who
Wow.
found a link between the handwriting and the mind. He used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing, and whatever is there in your mind, it comes out through the hand and through the pen on the paper. So he established a link between the mind and the handwriting. But unfortunately, over the years, the awareness of this science was not very well known all over the world. Of course, in some places in Europe and in America, corporates are still using grapho analysis as a way to identify the personality of a candidate even before the interviews are held. So they are using it as a way of employing in their corporates. They are using grapho analysis as a good tool for a few years now, but unfortunately the full awareness about the therapy and the benefits is still not well known to people.
Wow. Honestly, this science has been in existence for over 2,000 years ago, and up until now, it is yet to be, and there's not much awareness about it. Does it mean that those people that read about it, they're not campaigning actually existence for over 2,000 years ago? And how come I'm just hearing it? Okay, no problem. So, could you please tell us what can be analyzed through handwriting analysis?
Yes, see, this actually it is reading anything about your personality and your character through the strokes in the handwriting. For example, whether you are an expressive person, whether you will show your emotions or you will not show your emotions, how well defined your goals are, whether you are ambitious or not, how determined you are, whether you have a creative mind and how much you are utilizing your creativity, how is the thinking pattern you have, whether you are a fast thinker, you grasp anything very fast, you are able to understand some things very fast, or you take time to understand, whether you have curiosity for learning new things, whether you have a habit of going into details, studying and studying in more details till you understand something, then whether you are sensitive, whether you will get hurt, whether you have compassion, you feel for others, all these can be analyzed through the strokes in the handwriting. Then again, whether you are secretive, whether you are friendly, whether you are frank, and whether you are loyal, it can be loyalty towards your work, family, friends. And of course, if you go to little more serious things, we can even see strokes of jealousy and greed, dishonesty, habit of lying, and we can even see strokes of depression. And in the worst case, and even in the extreme cases, we can even see strokes of suicidal tendencies. The purpose is to analyze the strokes, analyze the personality, and then help the person to get out of these situations where he is not able to understand what to do next. So it is analysis of anything and everything related to your personality, which is done through the strokes in the handwriting.
Wow. You see, analysis of anything. Wow. That, in fact, and I believe that our personalities can actually be enhanced with this graphotherapy. Before we get to that, let's go back again to see if there's any question for you before we proceed, or any reaction. Okay, could you please ask our expert question? All right, Razor Karim, he said, thank you so much, sir, for your excellent presentation. It is right that handwriting means mind writing because it is expressed by hand, strokes of hand. Yeah, by hand and by written. Thank you so much. That's not a question. All right.
No,
Um,
thank you so much for the comment.
thank
Thanks
you
a lot.
so much. We also have Franciscus Green Action joining us. from YouTube, and I think he's from Sumatra, Indonesia. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have George Piper, all the way from Georgia. Thank you for tuning in. Please tell us where you're joining us from. And this is an interactive session. You are expected to ask your questions, okay? All right. So we're going to proceed. Our expert is here with us. Ask your question so that he will clear you on in any way that you're confused, because we have a lot to bring to the table today. All right. So, sir, um, could you please tell us what are the practical uses of grapho analysis?
Okay. See, now practical uses, I will tell you in brief. See, it is very useful for teenage children to help them choose their career, because in the handwriting, if we are seeing strokes of engineering
Wow.
abilities, a very strong technical bent of mind, then the children can be guided to choose a particular career of their choice. Suppose a child is very creative and has a very good imagination, then they can be encouraged to go into a creative field like architecture or drawing or any such uh, career, or where you are able to use, or you get an opportunity to use your creative abilities and imaginations. Maybe the person can also become a writer or a poet in due course. You never know, because if the traits are analyzed and accessed at the right time and proper therapy is given to enhance those positive traits, then it is very useful at a young age to help them define a career. So this is one of the practical uses of
Wow.
analysis and therapy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, especially experts. Navin, I think you have a question here. Someone says, how will you be able to? Okay, this is Isaiah Kiangui, all the way from Kenya, and he said, how will you be able to tell the type of personalities from the handwriting? I'm going to place it on the screen so that you see it.
Yes, see, in next few
How will you
minutes
be
we
able
can.
to tell the type of personality, yeah, from handwriting? Kindly elaborate.
Right. See, actually, the personality is assessed
Go ahead,
based on
sir.
the traits. Okay, the traits are accessed through the strokes in the handwriting. Maybe in the next few minutes, we can have a small demonstration. I will give you a small demonstration that what stroke means what. So that will give you an idea
Okay.
how we are doing the analysis
All
of
right.
the
Thank you so.
personality. So we can go for a small
Okay.
demonstration
The
whenever
task
you tell
sent
me.
person
Yeah.
says, okay, yeah, of course, we are going to do that. But before we proceed, could you please respond to this? Which signs are for which personalities? You know, we have different strokes, different signs. I've seen that before. When you initially came to this platform, you showed it to us. Maybe later on, or since the person has asked again, which signs are for which personalities? So I don't really know. Maybe if you could just respond to that, or should we proceed? You're going to respond that based on when you show us practical example about what those signs are, what it stands for.
See, once we go through the small demonstration, maybe many of the queries will be
Okay,
automatically answered. And if it is not answered, we will
okay.
specifically take up those questions.
Okay. I think that is where we are right now. How do you do the analysis? Maybe you could just show us a demo or a chart,
Yes,
if do you
yes,
understand, to clear the doubt of people, because there's a lot of questions coming up here. Could you please demonstrate that with us to handwriting determine someone's personality? Please,
yes, yes.
the
I will give a
stage,
small
the mic is all yours now,
demo
sir. You can
Yeah,
show
I
us
will
a
give a
demo
small
of
demo.
chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
a very brief one, so that you get an idea how the analysis is done. Now, see, this is a chart which I have made. Uh, this is a right slant handwriting. Can you see this? A right slant handwriting. This is a straight handwriting, and this is a left slant handwriting. This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right slant handwriting indicates a person who
Okay.
is expressive, a person who shows emotions. A straight handwriting is a person who is composed, will generally not show
Wow.
emotions, and at the same time, a person who is able to meet emergencies with a calm mind will never lose his patience. As left slant handwriting indicates a person who is actually not expressive, does not show emotions, and can even be an introvert in extreme situations. So these are the three different types of slants which depict three different type of people. Here I have made a degree of the slant. More the slant, more expressive the person is. The more the right slant, more expressive the person is. Now I will show you the next chart. See,
Wow.
in this case, I have shown you some small m's and small n's. Okay. In this one, you will see that m's and n's are ending it in a point at the top. You will see that it is ending at a point towards the top. Needle type points. This indicates a person who has a sharp mind. A person who has a sharp mind and who is able to grasp something very fast. A very fast
Your
thinker.
network is freezing.
No,
We are
actually,
not.
the network is not.
We are
The
not seeing
network is
it. We
not
are not
free.
seeing it anymore.
No, I'll do one thing. Can I remove the virtual
Okay.
background? Then it will be very clear.
Okay. Okay,
Just,
okay,
just,
yeah, yeah, yes, yes. I think that will be fine. You can move the virtual
yeah,
background
right,
so that
right.
okay, no problem. Remove the
Just let me
virtual
try.
background so that we can see it clearly.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. I'm trying to remove the virtual background. Just a minute.
I think that we yeah that will save us a lot of stress here.
See,
We
now I
really
think
need
it will
to
be clear.
get
Is
clearer picture of what you're saying.
I
Okay,
think now it
okay.
is clear, no?
Yeah, perfect. Great.
Yeah. So here you will
Perfect. We
see
can
that,
see it right now.
yes. So now you will see that M's and N's are ending at in a point at the top. This indicates people who have a sharp mind, a person who has a good grasping ability. Now, in this last line, you will see that M's and N's are having inverted V's. Can you see that? They are written like inverted V's. This shows people who have curiosity for learning. They want to learn more things by going into details. Now, the first line, the rounded top M's and N's, this is the way we were taught to write in school. Remember? And this actually shows a person who is a slow thinker. Now, there is nothing wrong in a slow thinker. A slow thinker is a person just that the person takes time to understand something and requires to go into details, study and restudy something before actually able to understand the subject in details. Now, people may think that this person having a sharp mind is more intelligent than this person who takes time to understand. It's not like that. This person will go into details, study and restudy, may not understand something immediately, but after going into details, this person will probably understand more than this person who is a sharp thinker. Right? So, this is just about reading of the mind. I have shown you one chart in brief. Okay, now I come to the next chart.
Okay.
Here I am showing some upper strokes. Upper strokes are there in T, L, H, B, any stroke which is going towards on the upper side. Now here you will see that this does not have a loop. This has got a small loop and this has got a big loop. Upper loops indicate people who are sensitive. They will take things to heart. They will get hurt if someone tells them something. It also implies that the person is compassionate, a person who feels for others, who is not able to see other people in difficulty. Now, bigger the stroke, bigger the upper loop, more sensitive the person is. Okay, so this upper loop depicts sensitivity. Now I am coming to the next line. These are A's and O's written in different ways. Now this is a normal A and this is a normal O. Here you will see there is a gap at the top. Can you see there is a small gap? And even in this A you will see there is a gap. It is not joining over here. This sort of gaps in round letters indicate people who are frank or friendly. A person who is frank obviously tends to be friendly and mixing with others. Now here you will see that there is a loop in the O.
Wow.
Here there is a bigger loop. And if you go down, you will see even a very big loop. This sort of loop within O's indicate people who are secretive. You will not know what is going on in their mind. You cannot read their mind until they tell you. And they are not likely to tell you because they are secretive. Now, if this sort of stroke of secretiveness coming in a child, I will say it is a negative stroke, because if children do not share with us, how can we guide them? How can we tell them what is right, what is wrong? Right? So, this sort of stroke is not good for children, this sort of secretive strokes. But of course, it has a positive angle also. When we are mature enough in our age, if we get these strokes of secretivity, don't you think that it also implies that you are trustworthy? Because if you are secretive and someone comes and tells you, look, I am telling you something, please don't share it with anyone. I am having trust in you. So I am just telling to you, you keep it to yourself. So you will not tell to anyone else because you are secretive. So you can also be trusted upon. So this sort of loop is also a sign of trustworthiness. Now see, bigger the loop, more secretive a person is. Okay, now let us come to this one. Here you will see that there is a double loop, a loop before the O and one loop after the O. This is a dangerous trait. This shows a person who is dishonest or habit of cheating or habit of lying. So this sort of strokes you should be careful about. A person who has tendency to cheat or deceive or tell lies. Okay, now I will come to some
Wow.
lower strokes. Lower strokes, here you will see that there is a big loop, a very thin loop, incomplete loop, again a small loop, and a straight downstroke. Now, this sort of straight downstroke indicates a person who has strong determination. If someone decides to do something, they will not leave it. A small loop like this or a narrow loop like this indicates a person who is choosy. They can be choosy about small things, that this is what I want to wear, these clothes I want to wear, or I want to eat this, I will not eat this. Or it can be even related to more important matters, like a person who is choosy about friends, choosy about choosing friends. So this sort of strokes can be seen in that person. Now, if you see big loops like this, lower loops, this indicate people who are creative and a good imagination. So they can be good writers, or they can be having interest in music, dance, art. So this is in general a sign of creativity. If you see a half loop like this which is not complete, this shows a person who is creative but not using creativity. Lot of the talent is being wasted, not using the full potential. Okay, now here you see that here there is a downstroke and there is a swing. There is a swing like this. This swing indicates a person who has got good initiative, an initiative to start something. Now here you will see the G is written like like a 8. This indicates people who are having fluidity of thinking. The thought process is very clear. They are very good planners, a very good planning ability they have. So these are some ideas I am giving about the lower strokes. Now this is the last chart which I have. Now see, this is the letter T. T has got a lot of importance in handwriting analysis. I have shown some different types of T's over here. This is the normal T. Here you will see the T bar is cutting towards the top. A T bar cutting towards the top indicates person who is ambitious and has a well-defined goal. Here you will see the T bar is going even above the stem. It is not cutting the stem. It is going above the stem. This indicates people who are overthinkers or daydreamers. They will just go on thinking that, okay, I will do this, I will do this. They will only go on thinking, but practical effort to achieve what they are thinking is not there. Okay, now here the T bar is cutting very low on the lower side. A T bar cutting on the upper side, as I told you, is being ambitious and a well defined goal. A T bar cutting low indicates people who are lacking confidence in their own abilities. They are capable, but they have self doubt. I don't know whether I can do it. Can I do it? Should I do it or should I leave it? So, this sort of thoughts are coming in people who are having a low T bar. Okay, now here you will see a T stem which has got inverted V sort of structure. This shows people who are stubborn. Uh, Here the T bar is going to the right. This defines short temper. A T bar going to the left indicates procrastination, habit of keeping things pending. Now in the second line, this is a stroke which has got a hook in the T bar. This shows jealousy or greed. Here you will see the T bar starting thick and ending in a point. This indicates people who are sarcastic. They have sarcasm. A T bar slanting downwards indicate dominating personality. A T bar slanting upwards is an optimistic person. Now here you will see a T bar has got a wave. The wave shows a person who has good sense of humor. Here you will see a T bar which is curved, and here also it is curved. A curved T bar indicates a person who has good self control. Self control can be for small things like I will not have sugar or I will not have cigarettes, like that. And it can even imply for things like, suppose you are conscious that you have got some negative trait and you are trying to get over it. So that also self conscious will help you. Now here you will see the T bar is almost not negligible. It is very, very thin. This indicates people who are lacking willpower. Willpower is low. Here you will see the T bar and T stem are joined together in a loop like this. This indicates people who are persistent. Persistent means that if they take up any work, they will not leave it till the work is complete. So I hope this will give you an idea how the analysis is done through the strokes in the handwriting.
I think you need to gulp down the water, sir. We are so sorry about that. I think you need water now.
Yeah, I'm okay. Actually,
Just
just
ask this question in the live chat. Does your handwriting okay? There's this question. There's a lot. All these keystrokes, wow, short loops, top one, and all that. Oh my God, this is supposed to be created in a video. People would like to learn more about it. So I just asked a question in the live chat. The viewers, those that just joining us, does your handwriting portrays positive personality about you? You know, this handwriting, the strokes really determines who we really are. If you're envious, if you're a procrastinator, if you are, oh my God, everything will be seen through your
yeah.
handwriting. Through your
See, whatever I
handwriting.
have
Honestly,
demonstrated
that's
is
really
only
awesome.
a
Thank
small
you so much.
portion.
Let's just keep it coming. Let's see. That's a small portion, a tip of iceberg. Wow. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's see. Someone say can't clearly see. Hold it high, please. Okay. They really want to screenshot and find out what this is all about, because Halibin is a video. They will learn more about it, but no problem. Joseph from Philippines, he said, very inspiring session. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to find out if there is a question. Let me go. Let me check. All these keystrokes you just shown to us. The T, oh my God, the one that has dot, what does it call? The T bar that has dot, what does that signify, sir? The T
Which
bar
one? I
that
didn't
has dot
understand.
on it. It shows what?
The
The
T bar which
T,
has
the keystroke T, yeah. Dot.
the dots.
There's one that has dots on it.
Oh, you mean the T having
Dots,
dots?
yeah, dots.
Okay, I will just show the chart again.
Yeah, yeah.
You are talking about this one?
Please show. Raise it up well, because I said,
Yeah, this one has got
yes,
a
yeah,
dot.
yeah. The one that is in the second row that has dots on it. Yeah.
Yeah, this shows that a
Dots. Yeah.
person
What does
is
that mean? Raise it
lacking.
up well so that they can see it well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Right. Can you see this now? This is the one, no, where you can see a dot in the T bar.
Perfect.
This
Okay.
indicates
Yes,
people who
perfect.
are,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I've
this
seen
is,
dots here. So what does that
yeah.
mean?
This means that people are lacking willpower. They need to improve the willpower. See, the T bar should come properly, no, it should be made like a line. But if it is not coming in a line, if it is a dot, that means you need to improve your
Yeah.
willpower.
Okay.
Your willpower is less, so that needs to be improved. So that will be done through
Willpower.
therapy.
Okay. So through this therapy, all these traits could be corrected or changed.
Yes, I will give a small example. Just very
All
small
right.
example I will
Okay,
give
no
you.
problem. We are
Okay.
going to
See,
go,
for
go.
example, this is a
Okay.
creative person. This is a person not using creativity because the loop is half. I will just tell this person to complete the loop like this and make the Y or
Okay.
Z loops like this. And if you practice it for 3 weeks, you will be able to utilize your creativity in
Wow.
much better way. This is a small example of therapy I am giving you. Or suppose, like in this handwriting, this is
Interesting.
depicting, uh,
Ah, okay.
this T bar is depicting temper. So I will tell the person, no, don't take it to the right, cut the T.
Hmm.
So it's a simple therapy by which you can get over temper.
Wow. Yeah, we have a lot to learn about this graphotherapy. We can't just learn it in a day, because there's so much to learn about it, honest, and it's really helping us. Okay, I've seen that there's no question over here. Okay, let me check again. Sure, it's very informative. What does what of those people with changing handwriting, does it mean they possesses more than one trait? That's a good question.
No, I didn't understand the question.
Did
Can
you
you
heard
repeat?
what I said, sir? What of those people with changing handwriting? There's a lot of people that you see them today, they change handwriting. Tomorrow they change
No, no, no.
handwritings.
See,
For
it's
there's some people that have multiple personalities, I can say, multiple traits. So the person she's asking, does it mean they possesses more than one trait, that is having multiple traits, multiple personalities?
no, it's not like that. See, remember one thing. You
Hello,
think
can you
your
hear me?
handwriting is changing.
Okay.
Okay? Your handwriting you think will change, but the strokes will not change. Remember, you might be writing in a good mood, bad mood. You might feel that your handwriting is
Oh,
different, but the strokes will remain same. The subconscious will be depicted properly through the strokes. So it is nothing like that. When you are writing in a good mood, bad mood, you are writing today, tomorrow, you feel that you have different handwritings. But the personality and character will be accurately analyzed through the strokes.
Okay, thank you so much. I believe the person that asked the question, you heard it. Okay, please let's keep it coming. What is very important and good ideas, really very inspiring. Thanks for all information and details to have more ideas about graphotherapy. Reahi Hidia, all the way from Tunisia. Thank you so much. Okay, there's a someone asked a question. When you train a child to change the handwriting, does it automatically change his or her personality? Okay, let me see if I can place it because of my network. Okay, let me check
Okay.
and see if I can see it here. It hasn't come up yet, but okay, let me read it again, sir.
Yeah.
Isaiah Kiangwi, all the way from Kenya, she said, when you train a child to change the handwriting, does it automatically change his or her personality?
No, actually, we never tell anyone to change the handwriting. When we give therapy, we just tell them to change some minor strokes. It is not changing the handwriting altogether. Every person is unique, will have a unique set of handwriting and
Okay.
strokes. So when we give a therapy, it is specifically targeting the points which need improvement or which need to be got over. So it is not actually changing the handwriting, it is just changing some minor strokes. Okay, another thing which I want to repeat at this stage is, see, these
Wow.
days most of us don't write because we are all on computers, on text, we are all sending messages. So lot of people ask me, sir, we don't write, so how do we go through the therapy? It is very, very simple. If you want to improve yourself through graphotherapy, you are supposed to practice only 5 minutes a day. Remember, only 5 minutes a day for a time of 3 weeks. Once you change in 3 weeks, then you need not write further.
Wow.
So it
Okay.
is a temporary practice of only 5 minutes a day for a duration of 3 weeks. And once your therapy is through, when you are able to feel the changes, then you can give up the therapy.
Wow. This is really awesome. Oh my God. I can't even let's go to the see some comments from the live session. Let's see what's going on there. There's a lot of comments for you, sir. And let me start with this. I think you've already okay. The child, if I get it correctly, must not change his or her handwriting. Just a few strokes of handwriting could be changed. Okay. Hope I'm right. And Miriam Gatonye from YouTube channel. She said, thank you so much for educating us, sir. Thank you for tuning in. And okay, Puna, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, do not crucify me, all right? Just bear with me. Okay, Puna said, sir, I think yeah, sir, you are right. Thank you. And Razor Karim, he said, good handwriting is rely on attention. It's not all about having good handwriting. What really matters is the strokes of the handwriting. Am I correct, sir?
No, let me be very clear.
Hello?
Good or bad handwriting
Okay.
Legible or illegible handwriting has nothing to do with your personality. See, your handwriting
Okay.
may not be legible. If you think, doctors, when they give you prescription, are you able to read the handwriting of doctors? Very difficult, because it is not that a
Very
person who has
difficult,
a bad
sir.
handwriting, yeah, a person who has a bad handwriting has a bad character or personality. No, it is not correct. It is the strokes which define the personality. Even if your handwriting is not legible, you cannot read
Yeah,
what they
that's
have
what.
written,
Wow.
but you can still see the strokes. And for analysis and personality improvement, what is required is to change the strokes, not reading what is written. That is not required at all. So I hope it is clear.
Okay. It's just, yeah, perfectly, sir. What really matters is the strokes. Is the strokes that determines the personality, not just how good
Yes,
or how bad the handwriting is. Thank you so
exactly,
much, sir,
exactly.
for clearing
Yes,
that. We are all cleared the picture. I'm learning. I'm a student today. I believe you're learning along with me. So we have J- Joseph Plesser said, very true, sir. Isa from Tunisia. Isa, she said, great job. Wow. I'm just looking and see if there's any question before we proceed, because the story has just begun. All right, there's no good luck, mentor. Thank you for tuning in. This is very top thought-provoking webinar. It's very, very interactive. You're supposed to be asking your question for us to. We are here to learn with and from each other. An expert is here to put us through in any areas that we didn't even, if we are not getting it right. Just like I said earlier on, having a good or bad handwriting doesn't really matter. It doesn't determine someone's personalities, but the strokes of that is the strokes that determine someone's personality. If you're envious, if it doesn't want to coexist with one another, if you're a procrastinator, it all shows in your handwriting, strokes of your handwriting, not how bad or how good it is. All right, don't go nowhere. We still have more coming. Stay tuned. So, sir, thank you so much for putting us clear on how this analysis, how it can be done. So let's just start with, could you please share with us what is the significance of signature? Let's come to signature now. Signature. We all have a various signature. There's some that if you see their signature, it will looks like wow, a bomb where there was a bomb blast. Why there's some, though you've already said, what about the signature? The strokes there also determines that person's personality. Could you please share with us what are the significance of signature
yes.
analysis?
See, this
The
is a
stage
very
and mic is
important,
all yours now, sir.
yeah, this is a very important question which you have raised. See, lot of people are there who claim that they will help you to change a signature and they will change your personality. See, a lot of people may tell you that you put a slanting handwriting and you put a line and two dots at the bottom, so you will do very well. See, let me tell you one thing. Signature is not a correct way of analyzing the personality of a person. See, when we do the analysis, we will always get a full entire page of the handwriting for analysis. What we see is how many times a particular stroke is repeated, how many times Y is written with a loop, how many times it is written straight down, or how many times O or A is written in a particular way. The number of times that particular stroke is repeated, that defines the more prominent personality of that person. So signature, what does signature have? Signature will have only few letters, maybe 4 letters, 5 letters, maximum 10 letters. So there is no basis to correctly analyze a person only through a signature. So when I do the analysis of someone, I will generally not ask for the signature at all. I will just ask for a full page handwriting, so that the correct assessment is done through the repetition of the strokes, and accordingly the therapy is given based on that. Signature analysis practically has no meaning at all.
Wow. Like seriously? The signature doesn't have any meaning, as in it doesn't have any meaning.
No, no,
Okay.
it doesn't have
It's
any
very
meaning. I
arguable.
just
But what will
explained to
happen
you
is that let's go to,
logically.
okay, yeah. Logically, yeah. Okay, let's go to the comment section to see what's going on there. Let's see what our viewers have to say or respond to what you've just said. Please, you could just show some love to our guest. All right. Okay, clarify the statement. Heal your mind, heal your personality. Don't worry, it's coming to that. Don't worry, don't be too fast. Okay. Razor Karim, he said, "Sir, I think maximum doctor's handwriting is bad. So bad as well."
See, I was just referring to you. Remember, I was telling you that we cannot read doctor's handwriting. So, but can you remember,
Yeah. You said that.
doctors are the most intelligent people. They are the most intelligent people. That's why they are doctors. So it is not the clarity or legibility of the handwriting that is important. It is the
Okay.
strokes and the personality which the strokes define that is more important. Doctors are the
Okay.
most intelligent people.
Strokes.
That's why they are doctors. It is the strokes. It is
All
not
right.
good or bad handwriting. I may not be able to read the handwriting. But I will be able to see the strokes and analyze
Okay.
the character in full details.
Okay. Okay. Just he said, "Sir, I think maximum doctors' handwriting is bad. I have doubt in their students' life was bad handwriting. They have no attention to good handwriting. The good or bad handwriting means someone's character as in trait, personality trait. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, hear from the horse's mouth. Doctor, he has already said that. Experts, he has already said that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on. Okay, very interesting session. Thank you so much. Um, I don't think there is more. Okay, it's coming up. Go ahead. Okay. I don't think there is no very well said. All right. So they all concur with what you've just said. No problem. Let's go ahead. So there's significance of signature doesn't really matter because what really matters is the strokes you have in your handwriting. That's what determines who you are, your personality. So how can
Right.
graphotherapy
Right. It is
rewire someone's
the
brain
repetition of the
and
strokes.
heal it? Could you please tell us how could this be possible?
No, can you
Okay,
repeat
you've
the
attended
question?
to
I
that.
didn't understand.
Okay. Would this I said, how can graphotherapy rewire someone's brain and heal it?
Rewire. Okay, okay. See, the purpose of
How can
therapy.
graphotherapy rewire someone's brain and heal it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you see, it is getting over negative traits through the stroke changes. So naturally, when you get over negative traits or you are improving
Yeah.
your positive traits, it is actually rewiring your brain. No, because you are a new person altogether. Suppose your goals are not defined, you get a vision what to work upon. Suppose you have very bad, very nasty temper, you are able to get over it. That is also an achievement. So it is actually like rewiring only. But remember, whenever you have to go through the process, the therapy should be sincerely followed for 3 weeks. Try
Wow.
as far as possible not to skip any day of practice. And it is just a matter of 5 minutes, only 5 minutes a day, and you will change in 3 weeks. You have to go through the experience to know what it is.
In just 3 weeks.
Yes, in just 3 weeks. Yes,
Okay.
only three
So
weeks.
for those of you that are just listening to our experts, just if you're having anywhere any if you're having any issues with the strokes of your handwriting, in 3 weeks you are going to be healed. Your brain is going to be rewired in just 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks, your brain will be rewired and heal your personality. Wow! Thank you so much. Okay, let's proceed. So, we really want to know what is the procedure of doing this graphotherapy? What are the procedures?
Yeah, see, first step is to write one page of handwriting.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. See, the
Hello,
first step, I think there is some
can
network
you
issue
hear
at
me?
your end. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay,
I think some
sorry.
network issue at your end, maybe. Yeah, I think now I
Sorry.
can't hear your voice. Maybe some network issue.
Okay, go ahead. We are talking about the. Okay, I said what is the procedure of doing this graphotherapy? The procedure. You were saying something
Yeah. See,
about it.
what you have to do is first you have to write one full page of handwriting on a plain sheet without lines. It should not be a ruled paper. It should not have lines. It should be a plain A4 size paper where
I
you are
can hear
taking
you. I can
printouts.
hear you. I can hear you
Okay.
correctly and clearly. I
Yeah.
said, what is the
Yeah. Okay.
procedure? What is the procedure of doing this graphotherapy, yeah, analysis?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First step is doing the
Wow.
analysis. For the analysis, you have to write one full page on a plain paper without lines and send me a clear copy. The first day will be analysis. It will take about half an hour to 1 hour to do the analysis in detail. After doing the analysis, we discuss and come to the conclusion that which are the negative points which need to be improved and which are the positive points which need to be further improved. Thereafter, we go and decide a therapy. Suppose you are ambitious but goals are not defined, or you are creative but creativity is not being used. So, we will go for the therapy by changing the strokes, the particular strokes, which will help you to improve these points. And then you have to practice 5 minutes a day, the strokes which I give you, and you have to send me the practice sheets every day. I will go through it and tell you whether it is going all right or not. And once the therapy is over in 3 weeks, you will yourself start observing the changes which you are able to feel.
Hmm. Wow.
I hope the message went
Wow.
to you. Maybe some
Wow,
network
that's
issue.
really awesome. Just in 3 weeks, you'll be healed and the stroke awesome. Thank you so much for that wonderful response. So could you yeah, yeah. Yes, I can hear, yeah, perfectly. So the next we would like to know, how did this therapy increase someone's self-esteem? Graphotherapy, how could it
Self esteem.
increase someone's self-esteem?
Yes, see, self esteem is just one of the improvements which you can get through graphotherapy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Self esteem, as I told you, when the
Can you
T
hear
bar
me?
is going low. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you
How,
very
yeah, how
clearly.
will it increase yeah, okay.
See, the self esteem is just one of the characteristics of your personality. As I told you, a T bar going low shows a low self esteem. So you have to go for a
Sorry about that.
therapy,
His network issue. Go
and you have
ahead.
to practice the T bar and change it in such a way so that you are able to get a better self esteem. It can be for any other trait, not only self esteem. It can be defining your goals or defining your ambitions. It can be anything, not only self esteem.
All
Self
right.
esteem is only one of the aspects of self improvement in the therapy. So those who already have a good self esteem, they need not go for that therapy. Is not required in that case. But those who are lacking low
Okay.
self esteem,
So would that
they will have to go through the therapy.
okay? All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful response. So does it mean that this graphotherapy increases self confidence and concentration?
Surely it does. Definitely it does. You have to, if you do the therapy for
Okay.
improving your concentration, it
Okay.
will
I
definitely
said
help you.
graphotherapy. How true this is? Okay. 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 All right. And what
I hope.
about the
Hmm.
sensitivity, and it removed depression as well?
Yes, definitely. Depression is
Someone
a
that
very
been
common issue.
depressed, if someone
Yes, yes.
that has been depressed, that
Actually, in the last 2 years
I'm
of
freezing up. I'm
lockdown,
so sorry. My network is so bad.
yeah, in the last 2 years of lockdown, many clients came to me who were going through depression and anxiety and a low feeling. So this
Is
graphotherapy
my
has helped them a lot to come out of this difficult situation.
wow? Thank you so much. Okay, I think we'll be wrapping it up very soon. How could this therapy reduce someone's subconscious mind? Some people used to be scared. So if someone undergone this process of graphotherapy, and is it going to do to remove that subconscious fear from the person?
Yes, the therapy actually impacts the
Did
subconscious
you
to
get
change you.
what I said?
Yes, I got it. See, the purpose of therapy
Hello,
is
can you
to
hear me?
consciously, yes, is to consciously change some strokes so
How
that
could this
it
therapy
impacts the
reduce
subconscious
someone's
to change
subconscious
you.
fear?
Yes, the therapy is related to the subconscious.
Wow.
When you change your strokes practically or consciously, it impacts the subconscious to change you. That is what the therapy works.
Wow. Listen to what our
I
expert
think
is
there is some.
saying here. This graphotherapy is a must for everyone. Just get yourself checked, get your strokes checked. All our strokes, both our students, we really is the strokes that determines our personalities.
I think there is some network issue at your end. Sometimes the sound is going away.
I'm so sorry about that. It's my network. Or heal someone's personalities. Yeah, it's my network. I'm sorry about that. I think someone, does this therapy really help to change or heal someone's personality? How true is this? Heal your mind, heal your personality. Could you please? I think that would be all for today. Since my network is freezing up, could you please tell us how this is? This statement, heal your mind, graphotherapy, heal someone's mind and personality. I think with this, we are going to come to
It is
an end of this
it is it is
interactive
100%
session.
proven science. It is
Okay?
100% true. You have to go through the experience to know what this is. I can refer you the clients who
Wow.
have come to me for therapy. You can talk to them directly and know for yourself what changes they have
Wow.
felt. See, let me tell you one thing. I am following graphotherapy as a passion, not as a business. If even one client told me that I am not getting results, I would not have followed graphotherapy at all. I would have given up. But the very fact
Okay.
that I am getting results and positive feedback, that is the reason I am continuing to give and study graphotherapy for so many years.
Wow. Honestly, thank you so much, sir. You've already nailed it. But before we conclude it, I would like to go to the live session. There's a lot of comments going on here. Could you please respond to them? I think with this, we are going to yeah, come to the end of this. Someone says, Isaiah, thank you so much. You're really engaging us again today. Isaiah said from Kenya, let me put it on the screen. We need to be connected to you for graphology and graphotherapy. So please, if you really want to get in contact with him, do not hesitate to uh, DM private chat me, okay, so that you can get through to him. Thank you so much. All right. Is there any other? Amazing. Isa from Tunisia. She said amazing. All right. Are there other graphic therapy experts in other countries? He's from Kenya. He's asking.
Are there
I
other
think there should
experts?
be, but let's hear from the horse's mouth.
Definitely,
In
there
other
must be. I am
countries,
not in contact with anyone, but I am sure there must be many experts. Unfortunately, the awareness is
of
less.
course.
May not be many people, but I am sure there must be other
That
experts
is the
also.
problem. All right. All right. Honestly, nobody is here. We are not in competition with anyone. We are just being ourselves. Okay. There
Yes,
should
no, no.
be
We
other experts. Maybe you ask,
the
but the problem,
intention should
the,
be to use
there should be, but the
graphotherapy
problem is that
to help
there's
people.
okay, to help people. Yeah. Thank you so much for the commendable work. The work you're doing. Okay, investing in humanity, helping people to overcome their fears and becoming the better version of themselves using character analysis, strokes analysis. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. For those that are tuning from across platforms, we really appreciate you all. Could you please fill the certificate of participation? Today's interactive session is really awesome. I believe you are going home with a lot of, you know, takeaways. My bag is already filled up. I don't know about you. I've learned a lot from our experts today. So it's a very interesting session. So please, before we call it a shot, could you please the advice to those that are just joining us, advice to the people, the educators, students, and the thought leaders, those that are joining us today. What are your parting shots?
I would just say one thing: get good care of yourself. Pandemic has not yet gone fully. Take care of yourself. Be cautious, and at the same time, be very cheerful. Don't uh, be morose. Don't be down. Everything will be all right.
Wow. That is awesome. I believe you put heard what the doctor said. Wow. Just be yourself. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And if you out there that really needs your stroke to be checked or be corrected, do not hesitate to contact us so that you start you're going to schedule for your for your for your therapy. Is very very important. Everyone needs that. We all need our signature doesn't have anything to do with personalities. What really matters is the strokes. Okay, having
Exactly.
someone
Exactly.
possessing good handwriting, you see there are some people that their handwriting is wow. That wow factor that it has determines it is the strokes. Is the strokes, the key strokes in your in your handwriting. That's what really matters. Does it have top we have T at the T bar. Does it have dot there? Your okay, the one that looks like eight, the people that are very creative. If you're creative, wow, that means you must possess that character trait. Or are you a procrastinator? Are you always envious? You doesn't want to coexist with one another? It's about time for you to get your strokes checked. We have experts here that will help you walk through that just within 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. Your brain will be rewired and in the process going to heal it, and you will become a better and good version of yourself. Your personality will stand out from the crowd. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot. I think I'm going to this is a kind of a master class. We are going to have a more episode master class so that people will really join and uh, examine themselves. You know, we all need our character, our handwriting, our students, everyone. Please, if to go through this process, do not hesitate to call upon us. All right. Even I myself, I need my strokes to be to be unchecked. You know, I'm a workaholic. That's my nature. So what does that mean? Anybody that doesn't even a workaholic, what contributes, what attributes that determines that someone being a workaholic? Could you please respond to that? Because I really want to know. It's one of the traits that I possess. So did you hear what I said? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Okay.
you. Yes.
Someone that workaholic. Okay. Could you please respond to this before we call it alert? Before we draw the curtain to alert, sir. Wow, I'm so hyped right now.
No, it's always a pleasure to interact with you, and I thank you for giving an opportunity to let people know what graphoanalysis and graphotherapy is. And we look forward to more interaction in the near future.
All right. But you've not really answered my question. Someone that is workaholic, what could be done? Is there anything that has to be done for therapy or something that could change that person's personality? Like someone like me, I'm a workaholic. I work all day.
No, being workaholic is very good. At least you
Hello?
are a dedicated person, you are a loyal person. That's very good. Only thing is that you should have a well defined goal, and the efforts should be in the right direction to achieve your goals. We should not work at random. If we work at random, then we will not get the desired results as we want.
Okay.
So our effort should be to have a well defined goal, be ambitious,
Okay.
utilize our creativity, and work hard to achieve our goals. And the determination and persistence will help you in that. And that is what we can develop through
Wow.
graphotherapy.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for. I've learned a lot from you today, and you coming. We are using this platform to learn with and from each other as an expert, sharing your thoughts on this graphotherapy, grapho uh, character analysis, and graphotherapy is required for everyone. If you, just like I said earlier on, if you're interested, do not hesitate to notify us so that you will be scheduled for the therapy. It's very, very important to boost your your personality, for your mind, your brain to be rewired and healed. It's very, very important for all of us to go through that process. And our strokes has to be on check at all time. Thank you so much for those that are joining us. Wow, okay. Riahi, thank you. Riahi, she said, Professor Riahi from Tunisia, she said, uh, wonderful session, very interesting information about graphotherapy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. We thank you so much for coming to have this interactive session with you, coming on the show. We really enjoyed it. Not only me, I believe the viewers, those that join us, really learn one or two things about graphotherapy and graphology. Thank you so much. We will be using this platform to create awareness, because there are some people that are just hearing it for the first time. People are just, wow. If you should go through the, maybe later on, you go through the expert, doctor, you go through the comment section, you see a lot of comments, people, what they said about it. Some are just hearing it for the first time. So a more campaign, a more awareness has to be created to get people involved in this process of graphotherapy and graphonology. Yeah, let me know about my tongue. Thank you so much for those that took word experience for me. And thank you so much, sir. We are very grateful. We must be in contact with our, yeah, yeah, our expert of today to have more information. Yes, thank you so much. If you really want to have in contact, if you really want to, do not hesitate to call upon us. I will redirect you to him to schedule for the process, either character analysis or graphotherapy, whichever one. Is all good. Thank you. We are here to learn with and from each other. We shall continue to create the awareness, because I think this is one of the SDG 3. It has to do with health, yeah, and wellness, and yeah, well-being. Yeah, I think this is the category that it falls in, because what has to do with mind, what has to do with our mindset, what has to do with our personality, what has to do with our character traits, is falls under SDG 3. Good health and well-being, because when we possess our good strokes, it will determine our success. Yes, it's graphotherapy is one step to success. I think it's very, very important that everyone should understand that. Thank you so much, sir. And with this, we are drawing the curtain of today's uh, Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Name. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And we'll be bringing to you another more blockbuster episode. Okay, on Tuesday, let me quickly make few announcements before we go. I'm very grateful. I really want to appreciate all of you that really tune in today to learn with and from each other, and those that contributed immensely today. We are very grateful. There will be no, if not for you guys, there will be no 24 digit skills, there will be no this show, and this interactive show wouldn't have happened today. It is what it is. And next week, Tuesday, our Georgian team, they're coming up with blockbuster webinar SDG 16. You know, juvenile violence has been the order of the day. We also have a cyberbullying and even physical one. So they're going to walk us through. We have expert speakers that are going to share their thoughts today by 9 p.m. Georgian time or 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Then on Thursday, 24 Digi Skills, we run two major webinars, events. Every Thursdays is our Thriving Thursdays, sharing is caring, where we have educators, editor leaders, students, we share their thoughts on their experiences, their philosophy, achievements, SDG actions, technology integrations, and even real world problems, pandemic scenarios, and so on and so forth. Please join us every Wednesday. Is week. I mean, every Thursday, Thriving Thursday. It is a weekly event, and every fortnight Saturday is our a walkthrough expert that will walk us through on different edutech tools and resources that maximizes and engages a student learning outcome. So join us this week for another webinar training series on Saturday, on 9th April, and on 5th April, being Tuesday, Georgian team, we're going to share with us um, on this topic, juvenile violence, bullying, SDG 16. So please tune in. We are going to learn more. We are creating awareness. One thing about 24 DG skills is that we promote SDGs. All these targets by United Nations Global Agenda Country 13. Without this campaigning, without this awareness, without this socialization, without this collaboration, we are not doing any good. So this platform promotes all that. Join us in this movement. And we also, if you are an educator and you really want students to participate in international competition coming up on 22nd April, which is Earth Day. Earth Day is 22nd. World Earth Day is on 22nd of April. Please seek permission from your student parents to register them for this contest. That is Earth Day contest for student ages from 6 to 18 years old. So it's going to be awesome, and I believe you will join us to do that. Thank you so much, and um that is all announcement that we have for you today. Thank you, and please let's not forget to pray for our brothers and sisters, those that just started their Ramadan season. We pray, just like I said earlier on when I started the show, that all whatever that they're aspiring for, let this period of Ramadan, let it be fulfilled. Let them have a successful Ramadan season. Okay, assalamu alaikum. But inshallah, things will work out good for you and your family. You're going to get a double promotion. Whatever you are aspiring for shall be fulfilled. Okay, then our sisters and brothers, that yes, in Ukraine, our sisters and brothers are based there. We pray for their safety. We don't want war. 24 DG skills say no to war. We don't support war. Let's coexist with one another. Let's love one another. Okay, let's live in peace and harmony, because in students is the guest child, women that one that's suffering the more. So please join us to promote SDGs. And with this, I draw the curtain to this day's interactive session to an end. I remain your most host here. So bye bye. Take care.